Hey guys, Dave Northeast Edible. As you might know, recently did the edible landscaping series, and if you can tell, this is against my house, against like the northwest corner of my house. That's a gooseberry right there. If you come over here, another gooseberry. Got a couple smaller gooseberries over there, and honeyberries, blueberries, and more down the row here. Blueberries, June berries, basically just a bunch of berries. So, question was basically what to plant on, and what to plant on like the north side of your house, the south side of your house, and is one better for certain plants. So, gooseberries specifically, and this guy, you can see this, basically just a single caned gooseberry. Ideally you want multiple canes on your gooseberries. Like this guy right here has 5 canes, which is nice. That way you're pruning off another cane every year and a new one comes up. But anyway, so the question was gooseberries and, well, edible landscaping. What positioning do you want your gooseberries to be planted on in regard to exposure, like northern exposure, southern exposure? So gooseberries like a nice, partial shade. I like to put my gooseberries on the northern side of my house, which is kind of where they're at right here. Basically, the cool thing about planting right by your house is, regardless of, or for the most part, in my house in particular, regardless of what side you plant it on, except the dead south, southeast, you're gonna get a lot of shade. And that's the cool thing about gooseberries. They do want some shade. They will take better with afternoon shade, which is kind of where we have it. If you look over here, we've got a little morning shade, so the sun comes up usually that side. That's east. So you'll get some shade here in the morning, basically around probably 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock. You get a lot of sun. We're right next to this Japanese maple, so that's going to give it shade later in the afternoon, and then kind of right right before dusk, when the sun sets, it gets a little more sun. So the idea is, a lot of plants say full sun, full shade, but in reality, if you're in the Northeast like we are, you're going to be able to get by with some sun, some shade. And when they say full sun, they really mean like 6 hours of sun can be considered full sun. If you're in a harsh environment like a desert, like a real arid place, or kind of like on the, up in the mountains where you can get a scalding sun, you're going to want to reconsider your plantings a little bit more. But in the Northeast, you can get away with a lot of locations, especially if you're planting them right around your house, where you're going to get little pockets of sun, a little pocket of shade at different times of the day. So my gooseberries are going to get sun in the morning, shade in the afternoon for the most part. That goes for this one down that strip right there, and this one, and a little bit further down the strip here. So that's kind of what my main idea of planting them was to get that afternoon shade, and that's kind of what they do best in. If you have more questions about specific plants, let me know. Blueberries, you can stick them right out in the middle of a field almost. They'll be fine, in this environment. Honeyberries they kind of want a little bit of shade too, so they'll be fine. You can see down that row closer to the house are my honeyberries, and they'll be good with similar shade as the gooseberries. But if you have specific questions about specific plants and their shade requirements, their as far as sun aspect and all that, shoot us a question, leave them in the comments, shoot us an email, whatever it is. We'll get your questions answered. But Dave Northeast Edible, answering questions about sun aspect in regard to planting gooseberries today. If you have any questions like this, subscribe to the email list, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you'll get more videos sent to your email just like this. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.